Welcome to this lecture within the module on case law, namely the one from which we can see how human dignity in the Laserbrief case out of a German court came into being within the European treaties and the like. So, what was the Laserbrief case about? Somebody was being accused of having played a role as a bank director within the Nazi time during World War II, and then a newspaper published that, and then the lawyer of the client of the banking director wrote a letter to a newspaper saying what was wrong with the publication, and then this letter was in full published, and this was brought to court, and this case led to what is afterwards called the general personality right, namely that you are being protected from interference from any type of authority when dealing with your personality. So it's trying to find out, this case tries to find out where the sphere of freedom of an individual is, where there is no place for governmental interference. So the conclusion was that individuals have this fundamental right to human dignity. And human dignity, as this case said, can be derived from two principal rights, namely the right to privacy and the, let's say, the personality right that is part of the human being, of the individual. They also said that the objective of human dignity is to protect all things that surround us, also including data collected of a human being, and that we as individuals, as citizens of a country, have the right to control our own personal data as a part of our right to privacy. So this case, this human dignity ruling started to play, which was in 1954, it started to play a huge role in the development of, let's say, what and how we think about privacy and how it should be protected. And since then, this general personality right, and as such being recognized as a human dignity right, are inseparable. They have become together a very strong and a stronghold of understanding how privacy and how data protection laws should be developed. As a consequence, it came the first article within the Human Charter, within the European Charter on Human Rights, and that states that human dignity is inviolable. It must be respected and protected. So that concludes this lecture. The next lecture will deal with another aspect of this general personality right with the census case that played a role in the beginning of the 1980s in Germany again.